We finally got the ultimatum back, guys. This is my dream shotgun or primary weapon. This is a proof that Pixelgun 3D developers are listening to the community all the freaking time. Huge respect and love to the developers out there.
Now what did I say last summer, huh? What did I say last summer when I uploaded that freaking video? What did I say? Man, we gotta take another serious talk right now for today. So what is up, Pixelgun gamers? It's Boss the Modern here, back with another video of Pixelgun 3D, and we have to yet another time take another serious talks with the developers. Enough is enough, because this has gone too far right now, as we all have know from the developers who have posted recently, and this is the reason why the developers has posted it recently. The developers posted the return of the ultimatum. Now, the developers didn't post on social media, but they brought it back into the game. Firstly, it was like for 450, but then they got compromised by Echo Soldier, so it got raised to a higher price, letting fewer people get it, because Echo Soldier being the dog, and they want everyone to be happy. The thing is, that doesn't change the fact that you betrayed the oath of a Battle Pass weapon for the 8th time of this history, and it's actually happened so many times it gets to a very worrying grade. So we have to really discuss this, and also some other problems that are in Pixelgun 3D. Now, you guys have not seen me for a while right there while I've been uploading, but be sure to share this forward to every other channels out there, because we need to take a serious talk and we have to take a debate on what is going on with this game. Okay, we have to debate this, because our very first issue, which I have addressed with the Pixelgun 3D, is the fact that they keep returning weapons. And you know, one of the reasons why they return weapons, not just because they want everyone to be happy, is because the developers think that kids are wishing to get the weapons. Like, after we've removed the hacker wave, okay, after the hacker wave was removed, the developers, of course, it would be kind of natural to try to return the weapons, like for one more chance. But like, they do it so often, it breaks the oath. Like, totally, completely ruins the purpose of exclusive weapons. People might say that bringing exclusive weapon will raise hate towards the developers, and that hate is whining kids. That's the kids who are like, yeah, I like, they feel so sad about not having the weapon themselves, so it grows up every day into like them being jealous, and then that from there they will become overload jealous. They will like start whining because they want the weapon so badly, because they see some people having the weapon and they hear rumors about that kind of weapon being rare and so on. And that's the case for the ultimatums especially. That's what's been happening. It might not be on the same grade as the other weapons, because those other weapons aren't that trendy as the ultimatum. The ultimatum is the big deal, but regardless, the developers have returned several weapons, like several battle pass weapons. Just breaks the purpose of having a battle pass after all. You're literally creating a pessimistic thought for the players who know this, that oh, if I get the battle pass weapon, then it's gonna return sometime, so it's no freaking point of getting it whatsoever. That's what they're going to be thinking. That's what they're going to be thinking when you developers are doing this. You want to keep returning weapons because you want to try to stop whining people. Then what happens when you return it so many times that the majority of people have it? They will be whining about the ultimatum killing them so many times, into a grade that the kids presume that they think it's too OP, so it gets nerfed. So what's the point of the kids whining for a weapon when they will eventually keep whining for a weapon that kills them all the time? There's literally no point in bringing back weapons, because the community works like this, and it's not your fault. It's not only your fault, developers, that the kids are like this. It's their fault too, that they think this develop their thought process that like they become jealous, they become hatred just because they like get killed several times. It might just be a JJ, or just overly judge the other player for their playstyle simply because they cannot win against their playstyle, and that's the nature, because they're lost of victory. But you can't just reward such behavior by returning the weapons all the time. It's not gonna work. What the frick are you doing, devs? You cannot return weapons as a reward for their whining behavior, and then what happens next? Not only do you return weapons to reward them, you also return weapons to punish, no, not punish, but scam those other people who got it earlier for cash, or the battle pass itself, or from that exclusive moment of time. Like, it's okay, kinda okay to like kinda bring back these weapons, like celebrational types of weapons, but when it comes to other weapons, either way, it's just not okay to bring them, because you downright scam your people, and you also show that you reward whiny kids behavior. How is that even adding up? Some guy told me in the Facebook comments that this is actually good, that the return weapons lets others have a chance to get it, but the fact that you do this to try to please other players and then downright scam your other players, and then what happens eventually when you bring it so many times that the majority of the people have it, is that the kids will be whining about getting killed by the same weapon over and over again, so that they want it nerfed. They're gonna be whining because the community itself had made itself so negative, so pessimistic over so many aspects of the game. Quite a bit too, like quite a bit. If I'm exaggerating, I will say quite a bit, but it's so many things that people like being negative and whining about just during one game. And probably that many things is that one playstyle that they're whining about, consisting of those and those weapons that they might be facing frequently. Those are the ones that the community wants nerfed. And do they get what they wish? Well, we've seen several occasions where people have been whining about the raccoon. It got nerfed because they get rewarded. But that case, it was a new weapon. But what happens to this? Will ultimatum get nerfed now? That's the question. That's something to be thinking about for a little bit. But do they even deserve the ultimatum? After all, do they really get the respect? Do they really get the respect for getting the ultimatum other ways? Especially the gallery, guys. The gallery plays a huge role in this betrayal period that we all been facing. The gallery is the part of an easy way out for other players like didn't have a chance to get the weapons. You can like get mythical weapons. Although I do get them to reclaim it, but speaking of the community, this is just not convenient to just bring a gallery. I would like to see a gallery to like have an overlook of all the weapons, but I wouldn't really like to see the question marks. Maybe show the weapon to see what to see, but it also is okay to show the question mark too when I start thinking about it, and like not to know which weapon that is. Like you cannot click on it until it's available, but still, we're talking about returning weapons, and now you bring the weapons from casino events into this, which is neither okay, because those people who got it from a casino event or paid for enough gems to get it will also feel scammed for all their efforts. All the efforts will be scammed after all if you return the weapon at least once, because that would just address that you'd betrayed the weapon's oath of being in that place only. So kids are whining about getting the ultimatum. The ultimatum comes back several times. This is the 8th freaking return, and I'm really frustrated. That's why I'm talking in an attitude like this right now, because it's not okay. After all, it's a big no-no. Do you see other games return their weapons frequently? Do you see other games have that many whining kids as this one? No, it's only this game that has that many whining kids that just wants to get something in their life just because they're lust of victory. That's all. Just them lust of achieving something in their life. Thing is, it should not be like this after all, but it developed into this pickle that we all been living in right now, this pickle that we all been living on. My little friend from Discord has deleted Pixelgun just because of this, just because that he knows that he got betrayed his money. He betrayed all of his effort for getting the ultimatum by just simply developers returning it so many times. And just remember that Facebook post the developers was saying, this is the player's reaction when the ultimatum is not planned to be brought back. So that was the main concern, and that was where I guess that it's gonna come back. And now it did. So this game is just getting more communistic and more negative for every single day. Not because because all of this is happening right now. Another issue that I want to point out though during this video, because I'm actually saying the things again, is that that someone was saying a complaint about rocket jumping, that is too easy, and it is in its way easy, making it easier for the player to do it, to like get the win, because you get higher altitude, which means you're falling. When you fall, you won't really be moving. You're like half stationary when you're falling, so it gets easier for you to, practically easier for you to aim when you don't have to move your fingers and aim that much. You don't use the muscles. But when you move around and combo string like me, you have to really tap so much, move your fingers a lot to actually get the precise hits, and also all the rain and downpour you gotta land on the players. The thing is, the developers replied to that guy saying that rocket jump needs skill and that they don't want to limit the game's diversity of game style. Now that makes me to wonder, why did the developers decide to nerf 3-cat spam? Why did they decide to limit the good old-fashioned way of playing? What was that so troubling and not this? Because clearly from Echo Soldier's video, he was saying that he agreed with the devs, complied with them, saying that yeah, this is giving them too much advantage because you switch between weapons and stuff. And now they just nerfed it, and it created so much controversy because so many people enjoy playing that way, and you just remove that culture just to bring another way of playing. Like, you think like that's gonna be making a fair, balanced game, well, just making so much hatred to yourself just because you took that presumably drastic measure. So that leaves in a conclusion for that case of the developers being either very hypocritical, or that the developers just wants players to play half casual playstyle, or just wants them to play really to be punished when you try to play the good old style. Like I think they still try to punish us, intentionally punish us, but they haven't really been getting that much change, other than that the newer weapons seem to get, especially from the battle pass, seem to get a delay by default, or a input output, or a delay by condition, as I call it. Now that wasn't that much to say about me, but it's literally a big issue. It's really a big waker to let me know, for me to know that the ultimatum has returned. Now you can call me a hypocrite for getting the ultimatum in the Z Squad lottery, but the thing is, guys, they shouldn't have gotten it. I kind of like half shouldn't have got it and half should have got it, because I was in that pickle where I was getting reset and I had to get all the stuff again, and I also could have gotten the ultimatum battle pass, the ultimatum second battle pass legitimately, because I actually used a lot of time playing Pixelgun before, so I knew I would be able to do it no matter what without merging with Esoteric's account back then. So yeah, here you go. Here you have an idea of why people are like this, okay? Here you have an idea of why the developers want to return it. They think that it's gonna help people, but you're simply rewarding kids for whining at them instead of calming them down and give them something else to compete with. That would be a better way for developing the game. Not this, developers, not this. And also during my live stream, because I'm apologize for not being active lately, I will be wearing the Pilgrim and also crafting the core launcher. Not the whole Pilgrim set, but I will be using the Cyber Pilgrim boots, because those are actually what I wanted to get. That's why I wanted to wear. Other than that, I'm trying to get my foot back on Pixagon because I've been playing some other games and also focus on life a little bit more during the week. So I hope you guys did get everything through this video, and if you want to leave your opinion down below, be sure to leave an opinion down below in the comment section, and also be sure to share this forward, because enough is enough that developers commit this breaking oath sin for the 8th time, and also the additional many times that they've done it through this history. It's gotta stop. It's gotta be discussed through. It's gotta be getting to some point that the developers have to listen, because from what I see, I might have to talk it in the end, is that maybe the developers want us to be like develop a thought for those who get betrayed, because they might know themselves that they're betraying, like they scamming those who pay their efforts like first time. Maybe they want those who felt pretty much scammed to actually feel overload negative towards them, that they just want to leave the game and give up everything because they don't want to listen. And that's what the psychological play might try to play us. So that they think that if they do so many times, that not only people do get it, so that they like kind of get a new life and then leave. Then like the others leave, then they think they're gonna be fine. But no, kids are whining. Kids are absolutely wanting to win, and they get so easily angry within a second that they realize. Then and in my duels, they even quit for me blasting. Some of the kids actually quit when they realize they can't compete with my style, and they're just gonna leave. Of course, it's in the game nature for so many players out there. The majority of this game is kids, remember, developers. So you gotta be cautious of what you're doing. There are other arguments against this as well, not only including mine, but there are other arguments against it. Alright, I'm signing out for today. I'm gonna be getting back on my foot on YouTube tomorrow with a new video, and this time it cannot be a lie, or else I'm just betraying myself for the 1000th time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to share this forward. Bye bye. I'm out.